Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Let's pull some cards and see what Spirit wants you to know today. Six of Cups, the Wheel in reverse. You've spent some time looking back at the past. There's this feeling of nostalgia, of wanting to go back. It feels like to a simpler time. And it is this looking back energy that's stopping the wheel from turning, that it's preventing movement forward. Sometimes we do have to view the past as a means of retrieval, as a means to go into the dark part of ourselves and bring back to the present an aspect that's still there. And Spirit is saying, you've already gotten what you need from looking back, and that there each moment is unique to that moment and it can't be repeated. And the only way that you can bring that past energy into the present is to create it for yourself. And as long as you're looking in past, you're not present. And so in order to create, you've got to get back into present, is what Spirit is saying. I hope that makes sense. You embody the feeling that you want. And so if there's a past energy that you're longing for, you bring it into the body and you feel it in presence. And now you've recreated it. Now you've created a new memory for yourself. But that you can't create new memories as long as your mind space is in past thinking. We need all of you in present moment awareness in order to create. Spirit is saying that's when you're at the wheel of your life, is only through presence and not when looking back at the past. Crossing, we've got Two of Cups in reverse and Judgment. It feels like the past that you're looking back at is something that you thought was a divine union, something that you thought was going to be long lasting, and it wasn't. You're releasing judgment about it. You're letting go of that version of self, and in that letting go you get to experience freedom, and any energy that was tied up within that connection is then free to and available to create with. Past, we've got a Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a cause for celebration. This often can represent engagement or marriage. This can also be just a coming together as a tribe with people, but it's a time of being fun and carefree. In the immediate future, you're going to be looking towards the future, making some plans with the Two of Wands. Spirit is asking that you get just really clear about what you want, but they're also wanting to make sure that you leave some space for the unknown, that you leave some space for adventure and to be pleasantly surprised by the universe. And they don't want you to get too caught up in planning specific details, that they're saying there's some sparkle that Spirit wants to give you. And if you fill the whole painting with your own plans, you're leaving out the opportunity for Spirit to sprinkle some sparkles. Sprinkle some sparkles. The headspace is Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles upright is mastering a skill. It is study. It is self-mastery, but it's basically throwing yourself into work. And in reverse, it feels like you just don't have, you realize you don't have it to give, as far as there's so many things needing your attention, and that the things that you really want, the things that would make you feel the best, you're not doing. And you think that if you do the things that you really want to do, then too many other things will get dropped. And they're saying, no, yeah, things are going to get rearranged when you start rearranging your priorities, but the things that are going to get dropped are things that you didn't really want to do anyways. And that the more you pour into self, what happens is that gets reflected back to you, and you no longer are going to be in these expectations uh, for doing tasks that don't serve the greater good, that don't contribute to what it is that you really want to build. They're really focusing me on the bowls in this picture, so perhaps this is something to do with cooking. They're also showing me beads in a bowl. So are you being, your soul kind of nudging you to get into cooking or doing some sort of art? Underlying, we got chariot in reverse. On the subconscious level, you're stalling. Um, it there's just, they're showing me like a retractable dog leash where the dog's going, and then they push the button and they get suddenly stopped. It feels like you're still kind of testing the boundary, testing how far you can go. It feels fear based of, okay, I'm going to step out of the box this far and see what kind of reaction I get. I'm going to step out and do this and make sure nobody's upset. There's this like wanting to go forward but not totally letting the dog off leash to run free. Not that I don't mean you're a dog as an insult, like I love dogs, but that's just the way that they showed chariot in reverse to me, is a dog on a retractable leash, and they're thinking they're free, and then they suddenly get this realization that they're not. And subconsciously you want to be set free, but you're not really giving yourself permission to do so, because there's still some heartache. This is Three of Swords, Five of Cups. Three of Swords, most painful card of the deck. This is, heart shattering betrayal and pain and loss. Five of Cups is looking back at the past and what could have been. Good news, these came out in reverse. So you've already been through it, and it feels like you're in this final releasing to let that chapter close and to move on. Like the wound is, they're saying the wound is not there. The wound has cleared. And part of the chariot in reverse energy is like I think you're concerned to stretch your heart back open. They're showing me like scarring and stretching, and you're like, okay, I know I'm okay, but I don't want to get hurt again. And in reverse, they're saying you're not. You've healed it. When the wounding, the magnet that attracted that pain into your life has been resolved, and so you're not going to draw it back into your life again because of having gone through it. Okay. Surrounding you, we got Nine of Pentacles. All right. Nine of Pentacles is a life of luxury. It is having the time and the freedom to do as you choose. It is being connected to nature. It is enjoying the finer things. And this energy surrounding you is telling me that you're making some adjustments. It feels like the things that you used to find valuable or considered a luxury now don't appeal to you. um, it's like you're finding the value in simplicity, but Nine of Pentacles still has and enjoys nice things. Nine of Pentacles is someone that understands they have the ingredient to give themselves exactly what they need. Oh, and they're showing me this eagle or falcon dropping off a coin, and they're saying, if you don't have what you need, you're going to get what you need. Seven of Pentacles. Reaping the rewards of your labor and your hard work. Seven of Pentacles, it's in a period of waiting. It's a season of things needing to mature. And in that, they don't want you to get impatient. In the waiting, they want you to just get a little more specific or clear about whether you still want some things. They're showing that a lot of seeds were planted, and do you still want all the seeds that were planted? And this showing up as hopes and fears is you're questioning, did I ask for too much? And Spirit is saying, no, you didn't ask for enough. You didn't ask for enough. Feels like there's more. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be seeing. Oh. They're saying you, in the waiting, you are getting everything that you previously asked for. They're saying what you desired and went without in the past, not only are you getting what you've requested consciously, but you're also getting all the good things that you requested unconsciously, unknowingly. There's just this wave of pentacles coming forward. It's like an overnight success type of energy. A windfall. It's this, like, there's going to be a line in the sand of before and after. Outcome, we've got 10 of Wands in reverse and 4 of Pentacles. You're safe and protected. 4 of Pentacles is mine. Like, you having your own security. 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands is heavy burdens, going on a long, treacherous journey. And the outcome is you're done. You're done trudging through the burdens, trudging through obstacles. You reach this finish line, and at the finish line, it's like you've accomplished, you've gotten yourself to a level where you're never going to have to worry again. That you saw so much on the journey of the 10 of Wands, that you feel this sense of whatever life can throw at you, you're prepared. That you don't walk with this level of fear, of anxiety about the future anymore. And that is your protection. That when you walk with this spiritual protection, you don't have to worry on the pentacle level, because the true value is the spirit. Okay, well, let's clarify. 6 of Cups wheel. What are you looking back at? What's the 6 of Cups energy about? Nine of Wands. In the past, you very much were in a wounded warrior of just exhaustion, where you had to defend yourself. You had to learn to put up boundaries. You were just kind of put through the ringer. Like, you're just tired. You're just tired. There was a connection that you were in that sucked the life out of you. Sun in reverse. It's like there was a version of you that began the relationship or began the job, and by the time you ended it, like, all the light had been taken out of you. the victory was when you stepped forward and started using your true gifts, started using your voice, started willing to be seen with the Six of Wands. It took tremendous strength for you to do this, but it wasn't forceful. It was very quiet and controlled. There was the assumption that you didn't have the strength to do it. In the immediate future, we've got Nine of Swords in reverse. This is coming out of a dark night of the soul. This is getting out of um, sleepless nights and worry. On the other side of it, you're the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Another card of celebration, of union. The Hierophant is tapping into your own inner voice. It is tradition or learning. So this could be a marriage for someone. It's either a marriage with another person, obviously, or marriage. I'm hearing between heart and soul. That there's going to be this merging within you where all the parts of you are working together, are one. You're not going to have this sense of being scattered, or like you're trying to carry a wounded version of self. That all aspects of you are in the vessel. Clarifying Eight of Pentacles, we got the Lovers and the Seven of Pentacles again. It's they're showing it to me like the only reason the rewards for your hard work aren't here is that you haven't decided it. So they're showing me like waking up in your ordinary life and deciding that it's magical, waking up and acknowledging the running water, waking up and being appreciative for the lights, for the roof over your head, for the food that you have to eat. They're really wanting you to make the choice to appreciate everything that you have, which of course gratitude is going to bring more things to be grateful for. Not to say that you're ungrateful or that you're selfish, but they're just wanting your mind space to be a clear decision maker on the goodness of that's something you worked for, that's something you've always wanted, this is something you never want to take for granted. They just want you to like walk in your life and kind of place. They're showing like ribbons, the sticky ribbons you put on top of a gift. It's like they want you in your mind space as you walk through your day to like, that's a gift, that's a gift, that's a gift, that's a gift, that's a gift. And that the more you do that, everywhere you look are going to be your gifts. Let's clarify this Chariot in reverse, this retractable dog leash. Hanged Man. Hangman is about taking a pause and getting a broader perspective on something. And so it's showing up in this position in the subconscious is what is the limiting belief? What is this lack mentality? What is the programmed fear? That until you're willing to go in there and look at it, we can't disconnect from it. The program will keep running. That if you're willing to go into Hangman, um, that you'll find the key to the chariot to get it upright. They're saying you're going to see the spots where you tie yourself up in knots. You're going to see the spots where you tie yourself up in knots. Clarifying 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. We got 2 of Cups in reverse again. There's this 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The person, how do I say this? 2 of Cups energy gets very romanticized. And they're just saying that you won't find your 2 of Cups until your heart is fully healed and open. And anybody that you have a connection with will be a reflection of your heart state, and that the person, the heartache that you're trying to get over is never and will never be your 2 of Cups. You know that because they're not here, and you know that because you are not the same version of self that you were when you were in connection with them. That you would only ever be able to get in that connection um, the degree at which you valued self. And because you value self at such a higher level now, if that person were to come back around, they literally have nothing to offer you. They're the ways in which they were previously able to kind of trigger you or spark some sort of feeling in you, that's non-existent. They're saying the spark is totally gone. Clarifying 9 of Pentacles, we got 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is an ending. This is an ending to you feeling left out in the cold, to you feeling not enough. It's, they're showing like you left out in the cold and you built this amazing igloo. And then there's people that needed your igloo. And you're like, no, this igloo exists because I was left on my own, and now you want to come and seek safety in what I built. No. Oh, they're showing, and this isn't you being cruel if not letting people into the igloo that you built, but they're holding torches. Like they're knocking on your door, wanting to get in, claiming that they need help, but they actually just want to burn it to the ground. Clarifying 7 of Pentacles, we got the World. Okay. Completion. The coming full circle, you now have completed that storyline. There's nothing further to learn. You got everything that you needed out of that experience. So all of your hard work was not for nothing. You're going to walk with this new level of peace and confidence. And there was a part of you that feared, like, oh my gosh, this chapter, this struggle is never going to end. Yes, it is. Yes, it has. Clarifying Four of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, we got the Star in reverse. You bring your own light. You are the light. But in order to receive that, there's always something that you have to give up. And so there's something that you're going to need to surrender to get that final spark that you need. What do you have to surrender? Oh, nothing that you Five of Swords, competition. Are you willing to just give up all fight and up all competition? Because it's always going to be an option there. There's always going to be people that want to like take what you have, and what you need to give up is any participation. And when I say participation, any focus or energy, even if you don't engage with someone in a physical level, if they're in your mind space, you're in battle with them. You have to give up that habit / addiction to internal battle, because that's what it is. You're feeding yourself chemically when you do that, and that is the thing that's holding you back, that's keeping the chariot from moving forward. Eight of Cups, that's the thing that you haven't been willing to walk away from, is that they're mind games is what they are. Anytime you think of a person and you rehash an argument, you ruminate, you prepare for an interaction with them that may or may not ever happen, that is putting yourself back into Five of Swords energy of battling and loss. And that is the thing that Spirit is not begging you to put down, but they're saying you're going to feel kind of silly when you finally do, because what you're going to discover is you had all this magic in your hands the whole time, and you were using your magic to create something that you didn't even want to experience. And having that knowing in that understanding it's going to be this epiphany and this instant restart of you're solid and you're whole and you're complete right now. What are you going to consciously build with that information? And the temptation will be talking about what was. What was what was. What you're building is what will be, and what will be is right, what is right here now. So I can't discuss what was. That's the magic. That's the magic moment of conscious awareness, where you get to co-create, where you're fully in it, and you're intentionally drawing into the experience the feelings that you want to have, and that you don't allow any space for something that doesn't feel good because it's supposed to feel good. This reading, although it felt a little like tough love-ish, overall it does feel good. It's like you're going to be experiencing such a profound shift. They're showing me a snow globe getting tipped over, and it's like all of this goodness is going to be snowing, raining down on you. All of this glitter that was free and available all along, but you were allowing other people to come in and like shape your painting. And when you pull the plug on that, that's when your life totally changes. I'm excited for you.